They say that the games are won and lost in the trenches, and that proved to be true for the Kansas City Chiefs as they got the big-time win in the Super Bowl over the Philadelphia Eagles, even though the Chiefs couldn't stop the Eagles from converting on 3rd and 1 and 4th one. I mean, just that offensive line. But that's what I want. That's what I want for the Las Vegas Raiders, and I really think they can go out and get it because there's going to be a lot of different things that happen here. So, but today we're doing a Las Vegas Raiders mock draft where we start to win in the trenches. Trench war, baby. We're going to strengthen both trenches as well. Get some help on the defensive side of the football. I need help at linebacker as well as corner. Safety, I'm not that worried about it. I think Marcus Epps and company are going to do some really big things. So 7-round mock draft, looked fast here. Public, we like to do a PFF side of things because they tend to usually get a little bit more accurate, but then you get care for position of value as well as drafting for these are both relatively high, as well as a little bit of randomness because life's random. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and enter the draft here. We're going to go ahead and start the draft and see where this whole thing falls. So Bryce Young goes to the Panthers. Will Levis goes to the Texans. Wow. Okay. And so CJ Stroud falls to you at 5. I honestly think that the more common thing here is just going to be a couple of discrepancies with this. So CJ Stroud probably is going to go to the Texans. There's definitely no way. And even if he does not go to the Texans, he's definitely going to go to a team like the Seahawks, who could be looking at it. I mean, the Lions are right above the Raiders, so I don't expect any quarterbacks to be on the board because I do think that there's going to be a team that does trade up with the Cardinals and kind of really does help it out there. But now, for this particular spot, if it all folded like this or unfolded like this, Jalen Carter falls to you. Holy cow, you run that thing to the podium and you do not even look back. Like, I mean, just quite honestly, and I try to think about, like, would the Cardinals really go Will Anderson Jr.? Yeah, because they need some help on the trenches. So Jalen Carter to start things out right away. You get the very best D tackle, or do you trade down? That's the big question here. Do are you really worried about his past? Do you really want to just put more of an emphasis on getting, and who are the Eagles going to move up for? They're moving up for Jalen Carter. So no, we're taking Jalen Carter, and yes, immediately your defensive line is so much better. It's just nasty. It's absolutely nasty. Now, as it stands right now, actually I'm going to resume the draft here. As it stands right now, you are in play for O'Cyrus Torrence. So we've already talked about it. I really feel like between O'Cyrus Torrence and Steve Avila, those two guys are it. And I really feel like the Saints most likely are going to make a play for both of those guys. If they do end up going that way, like, it's just, there is a drop-off. Like, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. However, Packers at 45. No, I'm sorry. So I think right off the bat here, I think you want to go O'Cyrus Torrence, but Jack Campbell's still there at linebacker. Who's going to be there potentially at 70? I mean, Darnell Wright, I just don't know if he's going to fall to you at 70. And Dwan Jones, where did he go? Dwan Jones right away in the second round. Okay, that makes sense. Even though I think the Steelers might go more left tackle, but I could be wrong. This is tough because trading down 15 spots with the Packers, I think could really seem to help them out here. Because if they take that, can they get a 3-4? No, they're not barely going to give them a 3. You know what? Sometimes you can get a little bit trade happy and things just don't go your way. But man, I really want to trade back up though. Can we make it happen with the Panthers? We're going to see. Panthers, what's up? So I'll give you 70, 100, and 109. No, I'm just kidding. That's a lot. I'm actually not going to do that. So I'll give you 70, 109, and a future 3. What do you say? But you got to give me 145 to. We're started out with 145. What do you say? No? Okay. Future 6 next year. Future 6. One more time. Cool. So we traded back up back to back, and I like it. This is exactly where I love it because you're going to be back at 100, and you're immediately going to get a couple of defensive players, or at least guys in the trenches, like we've been really honing on this entire time. So right away, O'Cyrus Torrence there. You get like literally your starting right guard. You get a starter inside at Jalen Carter, and you absolutely love it. Now, I actually may have overdid it a little bit because I really wanted to move up and get a guy like Jack Campbell. Because I know you have needs at linebacker. We got D tackle taken care of. We got guard taken care of. We move back up into the second round. My only problem with this is I really thought I wanted to go Jack Campbell, but I'm having second thoughts. Like, is that a place where we really want to go? Because if we move down, We could still get guys like Drew Sanders. Plus, we're going to be back at Siaki Apuika, right tackle. I also want Darnell Wright, too, because I want him to be my starter at right tackle. You know what? I think I'm going to get a little bit of flack from this, but I don't care. I'm going to go back with 4. So 149 is a 5. So 4-5. I mean, will you give me a 3 for it? Nice. So you basically move down what? I'm not great at math. You move down 6 spots here to get an extra 3rd-round pick out of it. Oh, man, I love it. Nathaniel Dell. Yeah, Steve Avila went. And you've still got, like, Jack Campbell's just sitting there. Do we get Jack Campbell? Screw it. I'm going for it. I'm going to trade back down. I'm going 46. What's up, Patriots? Get the phone. Hey, Dave Ziegler and, Josh McDaniels both, really knocking on the door here. At 46, what's up? So I'll give you 2/3. Oh, they want a lot, don't they? They do. So that's 2/3, 2 2s. Or excuse me, 2/3 and 2/4. I really don't want to do that, though. 2/3, no. Future 2 and a 2-4-4 to start things out with. What do you say? Okay. Actually, I'm going to go. No. Because I want Darnell Wright. I also want. Oh, this is tough. So you're giving up 2/3 and 2/4. I'm keeping my 3rd-round picks. I don't care what anybody says. We're going 2s. We're keeping one of our 3rd-round picks. Okay, so giving up a 3, the Green Bay Packers pick this year, and then you're also giving up a 2 in 2025. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot, we could have gotten more for it. You're going to be able to nitpick it all you want, but I don't care. At this rate, I don't care. I'm getting Jack Campbell, who's going to be your immediate starter on defense, and then Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright. So Keanu Benton's there. Can we still trade down, actually? No, we're not doing that. Nope, Darnell Wright. I don't care what anybody says. Let's see here. Darnell Wright. Cool. Darnell Wright, you absolutely love this thing. So Jack Campbell, the absolute difference maker at middle linebacker. I mean, that's just absolutely unfair. So now the only thing is, I know corner is definitely going to be a spot where people want us to go ahead and address. But I think Jacorian Bennett's there at 109. Oh, that's just nasty. Jacorian, who wants to trade? I get too happy with trading, don't I? Jacorian Bennett, cool. So 100's good. So we're back at 141, 144. Andrew Voorhees, Aiden O'Connell. Ooh. Aiden O'Connell, buddy. What's up in the 5th round? Listen, I don't care. I know that people are probably going to say that, and plus, so we got D tackle. I want to go edge, too. Jose Ramirez is there at edge. Who else is there? Edge. Lonnie Phelps really showed a lot at the combine. Do I want to go Jose Ramirez, though? Because they need the help. We already got D tackle. We already got guard help and tackle help. You really just suture the rest of this offensive lineup. It's not even close. Jose Ramirez, though, he is going to be a lot of fun in my mind. So 10 sacks, double-digit sacks last year, small school guy. Do you take him in the 5th? I think so. So we double down on the D-line, really getting a guy to help you out there. Jalen Carter, Jose Ramirez, I love it. So Ventrell Miller, Shamari Connor, Clayton Tune. Ooh, Mekhi Gardner, though? Who's BPA? Who is BPA? So Stetson Bennett, already got our guy in Aiden O'Connell, not worried about it. Antonio Mafi. We already got guard help. Jake Andrews, though, to get a little bit of O-line help to really help along, because I really like me some Jake Andrews out of Troy. Small school guy. Yeah, I definitely think he could be something special. So going down here, Kenny McIntosh, a big running back, but you also got Zeus, so I don't think you need that. Dante Demas Jr. Ooh, I love it. Mohamed Ibrahim, Cameron Latu. Yeah, I'm going to go with... Oh, do I want to double down on corner, though? No, Dante Demas Jr. I love Dante Demas Jr. I think he's going to be fantastic in the NFL. And then yes, Cameron Latu at tight end. I know you guys signed Austin Hooper and we brought in a lot of different guys, but I don't care. Bringing in a little bit more help never hurt nobody. DeMarco Helms. I'm going to bring in Cameron Young. I thought he had a really good Senior Bowl. That's what it was. I thought he had a really good Senior Bowl, and I think he's going to be a lot of fun to bring in here. So, Alex Austin, Daniel Scott, DJ Dale, Servakia Dennis. Do we double down on linebacker too? Or do we double down on corner? What's more of a concern? Yeah, Servakia Dennis. Yep. I definitely think linebacker is more of a concern than corner right now. So, this draft, I honestly don't think it could have worked out any better for the Raiders. Trading back up, really just finding a lot of things to make it all work and all that. So, we're going to show how it all kind of ended up here. I want to see what they thought of that trade with the Patriots. I mean, they didn't love it, but they also didn't hate it. So, right off the bat, Jalen Carter falls to you at 7. I mean, you literally run that card to the podium and don't even think twice about it. You absolutely love it. Then at 38, you really don't want to risk Osiris Torrance falling anymore because, there's a couple of offensive lineman needy teams that are going to be right there. Teams like the Saints, the Seahawks, all that kind of a thing. So you're really not that worried about it. You would really rather go get the guy than take the chance there. Surprised he didn't go a little bit sooner. He might be a first-round draft pick. But and so then, yes, you trade and you get you trade with the Panthers here. You give them a 3, a future 3, and a 4. You get 39, and you get a 6th rounder next year. So you count on one of those things. You just kind of want to make it happen because you get an absolute stud at linebacker right there. Which, by the way, yes, we went all the way up and traded to 39. We actually traded back one more time. We actually ended up getting an extra 3rd round pick for it. So when it was all said and done, we ended up with Jalen Carter, Osiris Torrance, Jack Campbell, and Darnell Wright. Those 4 guys immediately are going to step in to be starters for the Raiders. You absolutely love it. Now, the only thing I didn't love was the trade with the Patriots. I wasn't thinking it was a bonehead move by me. I apologize. Traded a 2nd round pick in 2025, and then you also traded a 3rd this year, which you got in the trade. Actually, no, I think that was your own 3rd round pick. Excuse me. But I mean, you end up with those 4 guys right away. You absolutely love it. Then Jacorian Bennett, getting him in the 3rd round. Still, fantastic. Guy is ran a 4.3, had a fantastic career at Maryland. I absolutely love it. Aiden O'Connell in the 5th round. This was fantastic value to me. I mean, Aiden O'Connell to me could be a 3rd or 4th round pick. Getting him in the 5th round, you love the value. Jose Ramirez, listen, PFF doesn't love him because he's a small school guy that had double-digit sacks last year, but he had double-digit sacks last year, so I think he's going to be a fantastic player in the NFL. He's not going to be expected to start right away. He's going to do his thing, and he's going to go from there, so you absolutely love it. Also, Jake Andrews, I know that with the things going on with the offensive line, the main concern is right guard and right tackle, but never hurts to have another guy in there that can play center and guard, even though I do like the way the Raiders have at center, left guard, and then left tackle as well. Dylan Parham's going to be an all-pro in 2023. I'm calling it. So then Dante Demas Jr. Really getting some more wide receiver help. I absolutely love to see it. Also getting Cameron Latu, a guy who scored 12 touchdowns over the last couple of years for Alabama. You absolutely love it. You double down on the D-line because, again, it's all one in the trenches. It all happens in the trenches, and that's how it's all taken care of. And then, yes, Servakia Dennis finishing it all up here. Kind of one of those things where, again, we doubled down on linebacker. But when you talk about trench war, we absolutely went and double and triple down in some spots, and I like how it all ended up. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover. But let us know what you guys think about our latest Las Vegas Raiders mock draft, Trench War Edition.